working isn't working. What do you mean here about the nature of his deceit?
That we're at a point where he lies about everything. In fact, lying now is his #1 tactic. I believe that he is fully aware that Mueller and perhaps New York investigators have got him dead to right. He knows that he's not going to wind his way out of that except by lying, and lying means destroying their credibility by saying things that aren't true.
You think that, I mean, you've worked around him, as we've noted. You think that what Michael Cohen has could be bad for Trump?
You know, I was tempted to say, I don't think, I know, but that maybe is one, that probably is too strong. I have an overwhelming feeling that there are a blizzard of crimes that Michael Cohen was well aware of, in fact, helped to engineer.
And so your working theory of Donald Trump in that hypothetical, say that the feds are right, that they did search for a reason, that there is evidence of crimes, that when Trump knows something like that, he is essentially knowing information. And then he does something between knowing the information and turning it all around into these lies. But you say that sometimes involves deceiving himself.
Well, I think that when I was around Trump, he had a kind of sense of humor about his lies. Remember, I came up with that phrase, truthful hyperbole. I mean, it was just, you know, he's a real estate guy. He thought it was fun. And he knew he was doing it. He would wink his eye at me, literally. Today, I think he has gotten so deeply enmeshed, he has nobody around him anymore who would ever challenge anything he would say. And he feels under enormous stress. So I believe today he believes what he is saying, even when he says this is a blue and red cup. He believes that it's blue, or that it's red.
He sees
now
red.
Now I'm getting confused.
Well, this is part of how it works.
Can we work on it?
You're also teaching me that he's a winker. I haven't seen him wink.
I know. I don't think he's been winking the last. You know, I think I may have said to you another time that he used to say to me all the time, Tony, can you believe it? Can you believe it?
Right, which goes to that showmanship. Mention that the way it comes out of real estate, where puffing is an actual term. You are allowed to puff, which is to harmlessly inflate things. You are not allowed to defraud. That's actually a difference in the law. Barbara Rez, who you know worked with him, and has many positive things to say about him, but she says even then he would sell like it was gold and put in the cheapest stuff possible. Take a look.
But instead of building an average building, we're going to make it the finest building in the world.
The floor was the absolute cheapest wood floor you could get. It talked about packetry, you know, marquetry, you know, that kind of thing. It was nonsense. It was cheap tiles glued down. The kitchens were garbage.
Garbage, and she built Trump Tower.
Well, it's a long way from lying about a parquet floor to lying about the most consequential issues of our time. And that's what is frightening, is that he is now spending a vast percentage of his energy, even says this, a vast percentage of his energy trying to destroy the credibility of the people who are actually just saying facts.
But he seems to understand that there's more appeal to conspiracies than even being pandered to. Take a look at the birtherism. We're here on a week where Roseanne compared a prominent African-American to an ape and lost her show over it. Here was the birtherism that he felt was underserved in the political marketplace.
Why doesn't he show his birth certificate? I want him to show his birth certificate. I want him to show his birth certificate.
Do you accept that President Obama was born in the United States, is not Muslim?
I really don't know. President Barack Obama was born in the United States, period.
What's happening there?
He knew he was lying. So that's the shift that's happened, Ari, is that when he was doing his birtherism shtick, it was very much in the service of building a constituency that was willing to believe the kind of conspiracy theories that people like Roseanne send out in 100 tweets. Today, I think he makes a distinction. He doesn't know anymore. So when he says something like he did today, that Comey was not fired for the very reason that he said, and we can see on video, he was fired, namely over the Russia investigation, he actually believes that he did not fire Comey for that reason.
And that's important because it suggests that to some degree he's also working to wound his own emotional situation, if that